Hi, I'm Charlie, and I'm just going to speak to you today just for a few minutes about theology because I studied it at university as my undergraduate degree and I absolutely loved it. And I'm just going to tell you why and where it got me to and what I'm doing now. So when I was looking at my degree options, I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my career. I don't think anybody necessarily does at that age, but I wasn't really sure. So I kind of decided to go for a degree that I enjoyed. And I really loved religious studies at school. And I loved the fact that you could speak to people from all different backgrounds about their opinions on stuff and what they think about the meaning of life and just kind of their experiences, I guess. And I thought that theology would just be a really varied option for a degree, and I was right. And so at my university, they specialised, I guess, in Christianity. So it was very much focused on Christian theology, which meant that we looked at the early church. So we looked at where it kind of came from and how it spread around the world to become like one of the world's biggest religions. We looked at the impact of religion and faith on wars, on people's politics. I got to study New Testament Greek in my first year, which was definitely an experience. I did like a whole variety of stuff, and I think I just loved that. I loved that you could sit down and speak to people from all different walks of life and from whatever background they've come from and ask their opinion on faith and meaning and life, and get a really interesting response. So I did that for 3 years, and then in my final year at uni I sort of decided that I wanted to go into law. And it's quite usual to kind of come from a non-law background to go into law. That's why the law conversion degree exists. So that's a 3-year law degree squashed into a year, and you can do that on top of your normal degree basically. And that's what I did. So I went to law school for 2 years, and I did my law conversion degree in my first year, and then I did my professional exams in my second year. And I would say theology was just so helpful in that whole experience. I think it gave me a real grounding in textual analysis, so in looking at the text and looking at the Bible and looking at whatever documents I looked at in my degree and examining them, which is something that I do obviously every day now. Is I look at various agreements and contracts and I tweak things and I redraft things, and all that kind of stuff was just really helpful. But I also think from a wider perspective it was so helpful in broadening my horizons and how I looked at the world and how I saw those around me, and I think that was just invaluable as an experience. So I would definitely recommend it. And yeah, I now work at a law firm in the city. So I'm a trainee solicitor, so I'll be qualified in a year, so I'll be a fully fledged lawyer in just over a year, which is really exciting. But I love my job and I absolutely love my degree, so I'm very thankful for it all.